Welcome to the universe at our feet. Macro photography is a genre of photography that I think many photographers have to adapt to. You have to play by a different rule book. You face different challenges that you don't ever encounter in regular portrait or landscape photography. There's a lot of other opportunities that macro photographers have in order to be creative, in order to express narratives, and really interject themselves as the artist into the art form itself. For me, macro photography has always been an adventure. It has been a way to explore the world around me, to problem solve, to tinker, to experiment. And I think that holds true for a lot of the reasons why photography is a passion of mine. The camera becomes a tool to explore the world around me. And this book, Macro Photography, The Universe at Our Feet, is going to be a book that dives into all of those areas, covering all of the equipment, all of the technical issues and challenges that we would encounter as a macro photographer. From the bare basics, the beginning setups that you might just get your feet wet with macro photography, through a series of master classes and dissecting everything from winter macro photography and snowflakes, freezing soap bubbles, and all the creativity that you can have in the cold season and in the warmer months. Everything from water droplet refraction photography to insect photography, flower photography, how you light all of these different subjects, how you can create a subject almost out of thin air. In fact, using thin air, using fog and other metrics in order to enhance a photograph can be quite useful. We'll go down every rabbit hole we possibly can. All of the mainstream stuff that we're probably used to seeing in a book, but all of the stuff that is an unknown. You don't know what you don't know. That could include everything from ultraviolet photography, something that can make flowers glow in ultraviolet light that we wouldn't otherwise be able to see. It's a completely otherworldly experience. Or heck, even 3D photography. If you can see this in 3D right now, then we'll have a lark and have some fun playing around with 3D photography. How you can expose how you can compose for depth, how you can compose for added narratives and added magic in every different area of macro photography. This book is going to be 352 pages, hardcover, around a 9 by 9 inch physical size. So it's going to be quite nice, quite large, the same physical dimensions as my previous book, Sky Crystals, which had been crowdfunded in a similar way. Now there are challenges here, of course. If I don't hit the funding goal for production, then I can't create this book. So I need everybody's help to at least hit the bare minimum funding goal, which we've currently set at $30,000. And that's to pay for a bit of my time, other professionals in the project, in addition to the entire production cost and logistics, distribution, etc., to get this book into your hands. So keeping that in mind, it would be much nicer if we can get to a higher level goal, which will allow me to introduce videos for every major section of the book to help the learning process along. And even further than that, I'd like to improve the quality of the book for everybody if we can drastically exceed the minimum funding goal so that everybody gets a better product at the end of the day. And I can produce a few more copies, which is helpful for me because this is my livelihood, and selling these books not just to you, but to people after the fact I think would be quite valuable. But you are going to get a grade A product. I've done all of the research that could possibly be done in this market. You are going to get a book that is the best macro photography tutorial, coffee table book. Even if you don't enjoy macro photography, this is going to be a book that you will enjoy beyond your expectations. So for yourself as a photographer, or a friend of yours that is a macro photographer or has any interest in this universe at our feet, I encourage you to contribute to this project. It's going to be the biggest thing that I have ever done professionally. And I have got a lot of experience with this kind of stuff now. It still doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but with your help, this will become a reality. Thank you for your interest in macro photography, the universe at our feet.